What's up, everybody? It's CMP with Craftmaster Productions and Studio1Tutorials.com. Don't forget to stop by Studio One Tutorials and pick up your copy of Arrangement Arsenal 2 for Live 10. It is $34.99. It is 10 arrangement templates that will completely take all of the frustration out of arranging current hip-hop and trap songs out of your life. Just get fast and get good. Now today we're going to be going over how to get a Logic Type beat going off in Ableton Live. If you guys want to get a hold of some really great MIDI drums to make your compositions a little faster, just go ahead and click the link below. As well, if you want to get a hold of this amazing drum rack that we've put together inspired by MG the Future and his clan, just go ahead and click the link below. The drum rack, or the instrument rack, the ADG file is in there. You go ahead and download it from my Dropbox and get to work. Make it super simple on yourself. So I like to kind of start out, like when I know if I'm gonna, if I'm going after a sound, I typically don't do that when I produce, but I do it when I'm making these videos for you guys, right? So if I'm going after a type of sound that so Logic, for example, right? I kind of think like, what's a Logic type of deal? Logic type of deal is he kind of walks that type of balance between like traditional hip hop and trap, something that Illmind's been doing for a long time, and they reference that in their breakdown videos and stuff like that. So what is that? That means that our drums are going to swing a little bit, so we're going to be relying on some groove templates. Maybe we're going to do a mix of trap type sounds and maybe some acoustic type sounds and labeling, and we're going to use just a simple melody, but it's going to be, we're going to really have an emphasis on our drums and 808. So I think what I'm going to do today is we'll go into getting, let's just do what 6 would do. If I was 6 and I was working on some stuff for Logic, I would probably go to some loops that Illmind sent me, right? So I just got these cocaine synths. Let's listen to a couple of them, see if anything jumps out. All right, so that's pretty cool, right? So what I'm gonna do is the way that I'm gonna freak it is I'm not just gonna take Buddy's loop and then use it, even though I mean we could do that all day. That's what these are for, but I like to stretch my sample packs, right? So I'm gonna drop this into my soul stealer channel, right? We're gonna steal the soul of this. We're just gonna reach into it like Shang Tsung and just beat that bitch out, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just converting this to MIDI. I want to grab the MIDI out of it, and then we're gonna make it our own. I probably should have cropped this first. Yeah, I probably should have cropped this first, because I don't these Illmind samples, they're like a whole song. They're like a whole song. Let me back up. I'll drop this on an audio track, right? Let's listen to it. All right, so right there, right. And so let's go ahead and crop that off. Now that we got a nice loop ski. All right, see, this is a good sample pack because we don't have any clipping. They were nice enough to not start this right on top of the audio. So we'll go ahead and crop this piece now. Bet that up. All right, now we need to make this 4 bars. So I'm just gonna drop a warp marker here, drag it over. Now we're on beat. God live is godly for that. Let's listen to it. Wait. All right, so let me just go ahead and convert this to audio. Freeze and flatten it. Now we'll drop it on the Soul Stealer. All right, Soul Stealer. What do you have for me now? Okay. I fouks with it. Let's clear all this caca. Let's go. Let's detect. Cool. D minor, my favorite scale. Let's see what I like D minor because it's easy to remember. It's only got one flat in there, so that's pretty easy to work with. I think it's running like this. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. All right, bet that up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save this chord set. I'm just gonna call it Cocaine Uno. And now let's go ahead and just deactivate this clip, and I'm gonna export this MIDI to a cool VST. Let's see what we got. All right, first of all, let's let's relax here. We need to scratch this out, make it 4 bars. All right, boom. So now we got a nice harmony, nice chord progression to work with, and so building a melody out of this is gonna be super easy, right? So let's just go ahead and set it off. Alright, here we go. Alright, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reuse this same motif from each one of the chords, right? So we get a nice repetitive melody. It's because we have a lot of notes going, so we don't want it to be too complex. But if you look at it, we still have that same trap movement. That's just that 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. And then right here, we're just gonna go. We'll take these, duplicate him out, take this guy here. The left piano roll is so hard to use. I can't use it. I don't think I like this note right here coming in like that. Yeah, because it's like this high note right here. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an octave. That's why I like it. So it's like bum bum. I'm gonna try to, let me see if I can mimic that here. Yeah, it's this guy. All right, so instead of using this note, watch, this is gonna sound fire. Yum. Yep. So much better. So much better. Boom. That's little things you gotta look out for, man. Little things you gotta look out for. All right. So I even like that preset. That preset is dope. So let's go ahead and run some drums. All right. So what do I got in my drum pattern? Oh, I already have a drum pattern. Let's see if it works. All right, I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and let's see. I already have it going at like at the MPC8 50% swing, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna take my hi-hats and I'm gonna move them off the grid just a little bit more, ever so slightly, because I don't want everything to swing at the same value. And I'm gonna do the same thing with my little accent snares here as well. All right, I'm just gonna push these forward. This kick I don't like. That's the kick I don't like. All right, so boom, I'm gonna go into my trap kicks and I'm gonna just use the sample selector and find myself a kick that I like. One thing that I'm gonna add, the one thing I'm gonna add to make this sound just like a little bit more trippy is I'm gonna add a straight old school hi-hat pattern with a real hi-hat sample, but I'm gonna tuck it way back in the cut and kind of roll off the highs on it so that it sounds like it gives it's gonna give like a sample type of vibe to where because if you would sample something, you would have to, and it had hi-hats in it or some type of percussion, you would roll off the highs to do that. So we're gonna kind of go with that type of feel here. All right, so I got that going. I'm just gonna grab. I'll throw an EQ8 in here. That way I can run the filter. See how that just kind of tucks it in the back? Let's see what I got for an 808 pattern. Ew, this is not in D. All right, hold up. drop that down to D, and then what I want to do is I want to match this with you know, with my harmony. This is something a lot of people don't do, and you really should. Right? So now that we got our ghost notes, let's see, this this starts down on 8. I don't think it's gonna sound good going this low though. Well, I'll give it a shot, because it is the bass note of the chord. Let's see. Let's just... Yeah, I like it better up there. Now I'm gonna take all right, I'll do this. Here we go. And then we'll bring this one up here too. Throw in a little glide action right here. I bet now it wouldn't be a Logic Type beat without some type of vocal samples, right? So lucky for you guys, you don't have to watch me go through a whole bunch of vocal samples, because I got a rack of them. Bet that up. Now we could just go ahead into here and record this in. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate these patterns. I found that one of the bugs in live right now is when I go to arrange, like if you don't have like if you don't work with if you don't work with like longer patterns and then you try to do dropouts, it'll like miss the first note of the part that you cut out next. You'll see. Well, hopefully you won't. Hopefully you won't have to deal with that right now. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and arrange this real quick. All right, so let's hit. We'll do. Let's see. We'll do a 12. We'll do a drop. Another 12. 2 on a drop. Bring the beat back. Something short. You know, something for your beat store. Something for YouTube. You don't have to go all in and make like a 3-verse 5-minute epic.
Craftmaster3.com. Craftmaster3.com. Craftmaster3.com.
right, so basically, what I want you guys to take away from this tutorial is making these type of beats, contemporary, like Bobby Tarantino, Logic type of, his current bag that he's in. You really don't, you want to find, first of all, you want to start with a really, really, really dope harmony, right? It's you listen to those kind of beats and you listen to it and you're like, yo, it's just like a 4-6 note melody, but it's really not. To get like a nice big thick sound from using only one VST, you're gonna want to have a nice harmony, and a good way to go about that is just to find a if you're not really great at creating them, or you don't have time to create them, or you're just not feeling it, go to a sound designer or musician that you like. It could be it could be a song that you like, it could be a loop kit that you like. Go ahead and just convert it to harmony, run it through run it through scaler, get the extract the chords, replay the made chords, get them out as a block, and then rearrange the notes so that you can create a melody, a melody out of the harmony, melody from chords. One of the easiest tricks in DAW producing, and it works out really nice. Go ahead and drop your 808 patterns, and use the drum, use the drum rack, but add a simple swing to it, and then you want to take other elements within that drum rack, and then kind of push them a little forward in the beat as well, and that's going to give you that that signature Logic sound. They're not doing a whole bunch of super quantized music. It's stuff that's off of the grid. If you want that vibe, you're gonna have to pull your stuff off the grid, and you're gonna have to do it with confidence. Just trust your ears, man. You know what you like. And use the 808 that has distortion. You want to mix drums that come from different kits. Like you see here, I'm using these real hi-hats. Those are real sampled hi-hats from the Illmind kick, and then I'm using the D-Wolfs there from Splice, and my hi-hats are from the FK1 kit. So these are all super cheesy trap sounds, but and then you put them with some acoustic sounds. Then you want to run a simple type of arrangement, okay, simple instruments, and then you throw the sauce on it with your bus processing. Me, I use the Slate virtual rack. I'm ready to get through a channel strip, trying to warm it up. This Air EQ is really nice. It puts a nice sheet on it, but I do all of that to make it sound as high quality as possible. Then I throw it through retro color and degrade the quality, and then I go through the RX 950 to put the high pass filter on it to make it sound and feel like a 90s sample. And that's really the sauce to something like this. If you just go straight out of a VST, it's going to be too clean. It's not going to have that vibe. It's not going to have that feeling. Again, you're mixing two worlds. You're trying to get a little bit of boom bap and a lot of trap. All right, and this is a little bit of boom bap, but it takes a little bit of work. That's why you want to make the music and melody part as easy as possible. So again, stop by studio1tutorials.com. Get Arrangement Arsenal 2. Go ahead and click the links in the description if you want to get some free MIDI packs. If you want to get my drum rack. Keep it simple, don't be basic, and we will see you on the next one.